Hey, what's going on, everybody? I hope you've been enjoying the 5K series that I just completed. And if you haven't seen them yet, and if you're interested or curious, take a look in the description. I basically broken down 5K workouts. I've done 6 workouts for everything going from 4:40 pace up to 7-minute pace. Okay, in 20-second increments. So 4:40, 5 minutes, 5:20, 5:40, 6 minutes, 6:20, 6:40, and 7 minutes. Okay, and I've done that as an alternative to sub 20, sub 19, sub 18, sub 17, sub 16, and sub 15, which I've also done, and they're in the description down below as well. It's different paces. So the sub 16 milestone, it's 5:08 per mile. Sub 17, 5:28. Sub 15, 5:48. But they end with an 8. I wanted you to give an evenly calculatable number, which is why I wanted to do numbers that start with 0. They're much easier to calculate in terms of how to lay out the workout as a coach or an athlete. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to move up. I'm going to use that same pacing concept, but I'm going to start at the 7 minutes where we left off, and I'm going to go over 10K now, okay? Or even 8K or 5 miles. If you're a coach, like especially a college coach, and you have people running 5 miles and things like that, these are 6 good workouts that you could utilize. If you have folks that are training for 5 miles or 10K, this is a great pattern to use as well, okay? Today I'm going to do 7 minutes per mile, which is 41:30. I'm going to take you to whiteboard in a second. It's 43:30, excuse me. For 10K, or 35 minutes for 8K, or 5 miles. So this will give you an idea. And keep in mind, before we go there, these are workouts, paces that you're building towards. And keep in mind too, this is essentially, let's say everything is on the flat. But if you're able to ascertain or figure out the type of courses that you're running, if they're rolling, then you have to factor in some pace variation and things like that. So the paces aren't always going to be the same as they would here. This is running the times on a flat course or on the track. Okay, so just keep that thing in mind. You always want to simulate if you're running a road race or a course. If you can figure out what the course looks like and kind of simulate workouts accordingly. So with that, let's move over here. And by the way, if this is your first time to the channel, welcome. My name's Jason. I'm a running coach, and I've been coaching for the past 2 decades. I'm a former competitor at the high school, college, and post-college level. I'm now a USATF certified coach. I've also coached at all 3 levels, and I still coach a lot of post-collegiate folks. So from beginner all the way up to the elite level athletes. And I'm also Wharton trained and certified musculoskeletal therapist. So I'm here to keep you healthy and help you run fast. So with that, let's get over to the whiteboard. All right, get you up here. We'll go over the workouts. And you're going to see some similarities. So next I'm going to go 6:40 pace, 6:20, 6 minutes. I want to work my way down to 4:40. Since we went up, we'll go back down now. So 6 workouts. You'll see similarities, but there'll be some certain differences as you get a little bit more experience and a little bit faster. There'll be some slight changes in the workouts. But workout number 1, 400 meter repeats. This is a great early season workout. Okay. So this is 7 minutes per mile, by the way. So it's 145 per 400 meter effort, or 52 seconds approximately for 200 meter efforts on an indoor track, 145 on the outdoor track. And then it's 330 for the 800, 515 for 1200, 7 minutes per mile. So just as an easily calculatable number. Okay. So 16 to 20, you're building towards that. 400 meter efforts with a 60-second recovery. It's going to catch up on you pretty quickly. Let me lower this a little bit. Okay. At 145, which is 7 minutes pace, to 140, which is 6:40 pace, which is closer to 5K pace equivalent for this 7-minute pace for 10K. So you're basically progressing from 10K pace down to 5K pace. And again, it's a good early season workout. You could do this workout 3 times. Let's say you do the first time 12 reps, the second time 16 reps, the next time 20 reps, and you do them 4 to 6 weeks apart from each other. It's just a way of thinking about it or breaking it down. It shows progression, okay? And progression is not only running a faster workout or the same workout faster, it's also doing more reps of the same workout at the same pace. So there are different ways you can show improvement. So that's the first workout, 400 meter reps. It's a good rhythm rep, a good rhythm workout. Okay, the second one, it's a gradual transition workout. This is a good early season workout too, when you want to see how fit you are, how fit your athletes are. So you start with a 2-mile tempo, okay, which in this case it's an anaerobic threshold pace. So it's 7:35 to 7:30 per mile. So about 30 to 35 seconds slower per mile than actual 10K pace. So you do 2-mile tempo, and what that does is it elevates the heart rate and helps you transition into a more intense part of the workout. Then you do 1.5 miles at 10K pace, okay? 7 minutes to 6:55 per mile. That's locking in at 10K pace, all right? After the tempo, you take an 8-minute recovery, active recovery, stay loose, get fluids. Then it's 6-minute active recovery after the race pace component. And then on the back end, we're doing 6 times 400, okay, with a 1-minute recovery at 5K pace equivalent. So it's 140, which is 640 per mile pace, to 141 per rep, 640 to 645 per mile. So, and again, if you add it up, 2, 3.5, 5 miles of total running. It's not exactly 10K, but this is also a workout that you can build towards, okay? You can build this up to 3 miles. You can build that up to 2 miles, or even 2.5. You can build this up to 8 times 400, or even 10 times 400, depending on where you are in the season, how experienced your athletes are, how fit they are, and so on. So there's an individualized component to these. You may have some people long in here, shorter there. It really depends on knowing your athletes. And this is, and I say this in other videos, this is where coaching with the eyes is just as valuable as coaching with the stopwatch. Knowing your athletes, okay, helps you kind of modify these types of workouts. But this is a great early season workout to see where everybody's fitness is. The next one, 800 meter repeats, okay? You can build from 400s to 800s. You can go from 4s to 6s to 8s. There's a lot of different ways you can progress. So this one here is building towards 8 to 10 times 800, okay? Which is 4 to 5 miles of total running. You can go to 6 if you want for certain folks, but that's completely up to you as a coach, okay? At this level, I kind of cap it at 5 miles. As you start to get faster and fitter, then we can boost volume, okay, in the workouts. But it's 8 to 10 times an 800 with a 2-minute recovery at 330 to 320, which is essentially 10K pace, 7 minutes, down to 5K pace, 640 per mile, okay? It's a nice progression workout per rep, and that's the workout. It's an 800 meter reps rhythm, or another good rhythm workout, okay? You want to get to the point where you're progressing faster throughout a workout or throughout a run. It's a really, really good way to do runs and workouts, okay? Workout number 4. This is a alternating pace workout. So it's 1,600 meters or a mile. You take a 130 recovery, not a lot of recovery, but then you do a 400 meter effort. You take a 3-minute recovery after that. So it essentially acts as a set. So you do 16-4, 1,600 4, 16-4, 16-4. You're doing 4 sets of each. Okay. Total volume is 5 miles worth of running. What you do is you run the 1,600 meter at 10K pace, 7 minutes to 6:55. You take a 90-second recovery, and then you do the 400 meter at 5K pace, so slightly faster, okay, at 140 to 141. So it teaches you how to accelerate. This is one of the things that the Kenyans are so good at, changing pace throughout a race. It throws a lot of people off. This is, you also can consider it as a fartlek. But this is a really, really good workout. So you're doing stuff at 10, the longer stuff at 10K pace, the shorter stuff at 5K pace, okay? So again, 90 seconds after the long rep, 3 minutes after the short rep. You stay loose, okay? Stay active, do at least jog about half the recovery to kind of keep the heart rate up, and stay loose, take fluids if you need to, obviously. So that's workout 4. Workout 5, this is a good workout to do about 10 days out of a race that you're looking to run. So you do a 4-kilometer effort, which is 2.5 miles, okay, at 17:30 to 17:20. That's 10K pace or slightly faster, okay? You take a 6-minute active recovery. And then on the back end, you do 6 times 600 with a 2-minute recovery, a 237 to 230, progressing from 10K pace to 5K pace, okay? And add it up, 3,600, 7,600 meters. So it's just under 5 miles. And at this point, remember, it's 10 days out, so most of the work is already done at this point. So the workout 10 days out doesn't need to be beefy. Not every workout needs to be super long, all right? And not every workout needs to be super short if you're a middle distance runner. This is a good a midpoint. This is a good way of telling how sharp you are and how ready you are to achieve the goal. Particularly in this case, about a 43:30 for 10K or 35 minutes for 8K or 5 miles, okay? But just to run 7-minute pace for that long. And then the last one, workout 6, is a 3-mile progression tempo run. So generally, if you're doing a tempo here, anaerobic threshold is 7:35 to 7:30. Here you progress from 7:30 down to about 7:10. Okay, so you're approaching, getting closer to race pace here. But it's for 3 miles. Then you take a 5 to 6 minute active recovery. Okay, and then you do a speed fartlek on the back end, 10 times 1 minute hard versus 1 minute easy. And the 1 minute hard efforts fluctuate between 5K pace and maybe down to 3K pace. All right, so it's 6:45 down to 6:30 per mile. Okay, and then the 1 minute easy jogs are just easy jogs. You're just going to stay loose. So this is a way of simulating staying on pace or progressing, and this is a way of simulating on the back and accelerating when you're already fatigued from doing that part, okay, which also simulates the end of a 10K race. Fatigued, when guys or gals start to pick up the pace and it hurts, well, that's the whole point of this as well, okay, so, and this gives some nice variation as well. It allows you to, you can also get on a course, a cross-country course, or grass, or whatever, with these efforts. I mean, you can do that on the track, and if you have a grass field nearby, you go jog up to the grass field and do that. Or the inside of a track, the grass, whatever it is. You don't have to be obsessed. You don't have to do everything on a track. So even if you're running track races, I still encourage folks to do stuff on the roads, cross-country courses, if they're available to you. It's a great way of giving variety to the training, okay? But these are the 6 workouts predicated on 7-minute pace for 10K or 8K, like I mentioned. So let me know what you think. Give me your insight in the comments down below. Like I said, I'm going to go to 640 next, okay? So you'll see a lot of similarities, but it'll show you the paces building from here to the next one and to the next one. So you know exactly how you progress from this to that, to this to that. So if you enjoyed this, if you found it helpful, definitely hit the thumbs up. And if you haven't subscribed yet, if you're a coach or an athlete, this channel is definitely for you. You're going to find a lot of good content. You have over 200 training videos. So, and I'm going to keep putting them out. So I want to give as much back to the running community as I possibly can. So hope you found this helpful. If you did, make sure you come back and hit that bell icon so you know exactly when the next video comes out. So it's coming. Talk to you next time.